Sometimes all it takes is a thank you to the other person who's complimenting you, but somehow I can't take it. I can't digest it. Somebody tells me, "Yeah, you're so pretty," or "You look very hot." I mean, I take it like, I mean, why even is he trying to tell me otherwise? Why is he telling me wrong things? Money is everything. You should, and say, for you to even say something like money is not everything, you should have a lot of money. It's something even big people have said these things. कभी भी इतनी freedom थी life में, और our parents were from that background where जिस चीज पे हाथ रख दिया वो आके आ गई आपके हाथों में. I don't agree with anybody. It's just that I'm happy that I am from a TV background.
Hi Nia, how are you? Welcome to Pinkvilla.
Very well. Thank you so much.
First of all, I really love the dance number Phoonk. It's sultry, it's sensuous, and it's full of dancing, which is amazing. So my first question is that are you, like, of course we can see that you're a great dancer, but
I am not. That's what I'm saying. I am not.
I was about to ask the same thing, but is it as effortless for you as it seems?
No, not at all. I am so sorry. It is this genre, the dance is not my forte. I mean, I feel very, very comfortable when I'm in front of the camera, saying dialogues, talking, emoting. This is what my forte is. I do it in like this, flawless. I feel so comfortable. I feel like I'm the queen. But when it comes to dancing, oh man, and when it comes to a solo number when you're doing, my God, it's like the floor gets swept up from under my feet. It's not easy, and I get jitters and I'm shivering and I'm so nervous because मुझे बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, मुझे बहुत एंजाइटी हो जाती है when I have to keep doing the same thing again and again and again. So the rehearsal parts, and so dance comes with a lot of, it demands a lot of your energy, it demands a lot of your efforts and time and everything else. So yeah, thoda sa hard hai, but yeah, why not? You know, this is a part of your profession, and going all out is the least you could do to something that is given to you.
How long did you rehearse for this song then?
I mean, 3 to 4 hours every day. And besides that, I was in gym just to gather that stamina, because I also have been a girl who never took fitness seriously, who never was into a gym life or getting fit or running anything. But I made it a point to wake up at 6. I changed my entire schedule, my entire lifestyle. Waking up at 6, going to gym, then cycling. So my life became all about fitness, all about looking good for the song, all about the strength that I needed to pull that song off. Also more so because it was all about you. It was your solo performance, and you didn't want to for a second come across as some weak. You know, anywhere you fall weak, people will lose interest. And there is so much that is coming out today. There is such big stuff that is coming out today that people will just lose interest in your project if you don't take interest in yourself. So my little effort was there, and I hope I managed to do a little bit of justice to what was in my hand. And Phoonk has been my personal best favorite. Yeah.
Of course you have. So now I'll do some woman-to-woman chat. In 2016, like, you know, you got this title of the sexiest Asian woman, and you were in the top 3. And I was watching your interview, and you were like, I don't think so. You know, you kind of made it like, oh, it must be by fluke. But you are hot. There is no doubt about that. You are successful. You are popular. Then why is it so difficult for you to accept that?
Yeah, you're right also. Sometimes all it takes is a thank you to the other person who's complimenting you, but somehow I can't take it. I can't digest it. Somebody tells me, "Yeah, you're so pretty," or you look very hot. I mean, I take it like, I mean, why even is he trying to tell me otherwise? Why is he telling me wrong things? Because I don't get it. I am not that girl. I'm not hot. I'm just another
please
girl who could be. I mean, I'm not trying to be modest. This is what I am. This is who I am.
I can see that. It's coming, like you're saying this honestly. I can see that. So
yeah, it's not like I want to earn that level of, har jagah se, you know, fishing for compliments. वो नहीं है मेरा agenda. But you know, there is a lot of effort that goes. I wasn't born pretty. I am not this diva who wakes up and sleeps like, I mean, nobody does. But at the same time, and even about the title that you're talking about in 2016, it was the popularity of mine on TV. So now that I'm out of the TV bracket. So now as the same list comes out, is the other popular girls that will be featured on that list. So that is how the game goes on. Not because I was so sexy and that's why I just featured on that list. I was a popular
I
face.
disagree, but it's okay. But as you mentioned that you, as a kid, you did not feel pretty, right? So I want to know the first time when you heard that thing for yourself that, Nia, I think you are beautiful. I think you are pretty. What was it like to hear it for the first time?
So it actually, can I tell you honestly, everybody also started calling me all this sexy and pretty right after that list came out. Usse pehle, I mean, not much, but people started seeing me in a different light. So mujhe realize why it's what you want to show people. It's probably, I had worn a bikini in Dubai. That got all the headlines in the world that, hey, this was the girl who was doing TV, on a show. So people see you as that character of Roshni, and so suddenly you are now on a vacation wearing something. So it was blown out of proportion. So that from there on, I was taken in a different light, and from till now, everybody thinks, I look great, and I love. I mean, I don't want to tell you that I don't enjoy that kind of attention, and I don't work hard enough to maintain all of that. I do, but at the same time, I realize that it's how you carry yourself, it's how you want to be portrayed out there, it's how you want people to look at you. And this is probably what everybody is doing today on Instagram. It's how they want to be looked at, it's how they want to show that, present themselves as. So I think that's what I also do. There was a very long attempt from my side to just portray myself as a girl who was so stylish, and just what I wanted to stay, to now being effortless. I'm now very, very comfortable in my space. Whatever I wear, I know I'm going to look good. So my every step of mine has become very, very effortless. I've toned down, no drama makeup, no the weird lipsticks that people kept trolling me about. A lot of things have changed in me. I'm now this calm entity who's just there, and I know I'm there. My presence will be felt. that. So live that way.
You are a self-made woman. There is no doubt about it. So I think it's the right question to ask you, because you were not born into the riches, right? Can money give you happiness? Now that
a lot of it. Yes, of course. Every I will not say that it doesn't mean anything, or it is materialistic. No, I'm not here to say all of that. Money is everything. You should, and say, for you to even say something like money is not everything, you should have a lot of money. It's something even big people have said these things. So make sure you have a lot of it before you make statements like that. I knew when I didn't have it, I knew how it felt. I knew today I have it, how it feels. It feels powerful, and I have earned it for myself, for the lifestyle I wanted to live, for the girl I wanted to become, for the things I wanted to buy, and always thought, hey, will I ever be able to afford these things? I don't want to go through those feelings anymore. Do I want to become richer? Yes. Do I want to become the richest? Yes. Do I want to have the lavish lifestyle? Yes. And there is no harm about it, but all by myself, and I will create it for myself. I don't expect anybody to come into my life and then give it to me. I will make that thing. I will build that thing for myself. So don't judge me if I tell you that money doesn't matter. It does, bro. It does. For me, it does. And I've earned it, and I want to keep
rightfully so. So what were those desires that you had to kill when you were a little kid, and now you are just indulging yourself in?
Everything, yeah. I mean, I don't think हमें कभी भी इतनी freedom थी life में, और our parents were from that background where जिस चीज पे हाथ रख दिया वो आके आ गई आपके हाथों में, वो नहीं था. I'm not saying we were poor and this. No, I'm not saying any of that. Like a basic middle class family where you ask for a burger, महीने में एक बार मिलेगा. You ask for probably an ice cream, they will take you out once in a week. And चीजें भी, अब कपड़े भी ऐसे नहीं है कि ढेर लगा पड़ा है. Like आज के बच्चों को मैं देखती हूँ, the way I've industry friends have their kids, they have like car, उनकी छोटी गाड़ियां भी BMWs और Mercedes से नीचे नहीं है. So I see that lifestyle, I see how the kids are raised today and how they talk. It gives me like what I have missed out on. But do I regret that? No, I don't regret that at all. I've become this person because I've seen all of that. As a kid, I looked at a lot of things and I realized I don't have that. I saw other kids flaunting their dresses and coming to parties, and I've seen all of that lifestyle. I saw girls dressing up, having stiletto. I never had those. I was a plain Jane. I would go to the college in the same t-shirt 3 times a week. Would it matter? No. Did I want to have a lot of clothes? Yes. Did I want to dress up like a diva and walk on the streets with bag in my hands? Yes. I dreamt. I thought of this girl in my head, and today I've become that.
You
So
manifested
this is
it.
I manifested it. I made sure I become this. So everything that how I dress up today, how I talk today, how I walk today was the girl what I had dreamt of at 15 and 16 and 17. So it's just that part.
I want to ask you that, today you have this amazing freedom. You can do whatever you want to do with your life. But when you are not an actor, did you have an equal amount of freedom? I'm not talking about money here, but just the life choices that you made. Did your family give you that kind of freedom to make any choice that you wanted to?
Yes, my mom, for that matter, all by herself. She is also a single mom.
Yeah.
So for her to take those decisions for her daughter's life was not easy. For her to send me to Mumbai all by herself was not easy. Did she take that leap of faith? Did she show that faith in me? Yes, she did. She had no inhibitions of sending me, and today is she proud? She is very proud. Did I make her proud? Yes. Is she a happy mother? Yes, she's a very happy mother. Did I make sure that I create my life that way? I take the right decisions? Yes, I took those kind of right decisions for myself, not to stray, not to be led astray, not to do any silly things. I have held myself together. I have worked hard, and a lot of discipline is required to sustain yourself. Maybe you could become popular, maybe you could become successful, but to sustain it in this city is not easy. To earn the kind of money we were just talking about is not easy. There is no shortcut to success. So every day has to be a constant effort to keep growing. And I have done that. And not that I've reached anywhere. I'm saying I still haven't made it anywhere. I'm just another small fish in this pond. I'm saying to be the bigger fish. Yes, I will keep striving harder. Maybe 2 years down the line when you interview me, I may be nowhere, or I may be somewhere at a bigger level. It could be anything, but it depends on the choices I make today, the decisions I make today, the work I do from here on. It's that. So constantly, but it's my family has shown that faith in me, and I have kept that faith alive.
So because I asked you this question, because a lot of people believe that your fashion choices are kind of showing a part of your rebellion. Like maybe you could not have done some things, and now that's why you're making like fashion choices that are out of the box. How much do you agree with them?
I don't agree with anybody. It's just that I'm happy that I am from a TV background. So it just creates a lot of ripples when you do something out of the box, or when you wear something that you probably, it's your own choice. But because agar yehi cheez mein, if I were from Bollywood or from a bigger platform, nobody would have even looked at it. Everybody dresses up the way they want to. But just it's so much of hoopla around my dressing because I did those kind of things, and I made those kind of attempts, is why I got all the headlines, and wrong ones and bad ones and the negative ones. It got a lot of attention, and I can't help it now. But only that I've now grown subtle and very content in my own space, and now I don't really freak myself out with all these things, and I'm very just that, there is nothing. I don't dress up freaky. I'm not a rebellious girl. I just dress up,
Yeah. You are so close to your mom, and you just mentioned that you owe so much to her. So what was that first lavish big gift that you gifted her?
I don't know. I mean, everything I do for her, is and she's not somebody, she's a mother. So every time you want to spend something on her, even if it's rupees 2,000, she will scream at you, nahi, kyun karna hai? So that way it's very difficult to handle her, and giving her something or gifting her something is like inviting your own death. You cannot. But I mean, I think I like shopping. Yeah. I like dressing her up, but she being a mother, she is always very, very rebellious of the fact that you don't have to spend anything, don't do this and don't do that. But I don't want to flaunt what all do for her, but it's okay, we are taking care.
Right. So as 2022 has begun, what are your goals for 2022? And are you one of those people who basically follow their resolution all throughout the year?
Like I said, I've never stuck onto regimes and never stuck onto resolutions. But yeah, I said one thing on the first day of 2022 that I'll wear a lot of pink. Now, unintentionally, I promise you, every day I go out, every other day I'm wearing pink. I'm sorry, मुझे बस ऐसा लगा मैं उस दिन कुछ और ही बोल देती. मैं बोल देती like I would earn in crores in a day. I mean, I would have been probably doing that, but I asked for pink. I'm wearing pink every day. It's funny, but yeah, no. My goal is to work on myself, become a better person, look the best that I could, have a nice jawline, work harder. I mean, it's just my personal grooming is my agenda this year.
And any acting jobs coming your way this year?
Of course, I would love to take them up, yes. And I would fuss less about any other thing and more about grabbing that project instead of working anything else out.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We love the song and we love you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.